Italian authorities are reportedly probing multiple charges of culpable homicide after super-yacht Bayesian capsized off the coast of Sicily. The prosecutor's office of Termini Imerese, led by Ambrogio Cartosio, is working to find out why the luxury vessel sunk in Porticello near Palermo at 5 a.m. on Monday. It is understood to be investigating offences of shipwreck and multiple culpable homicide, similar to the charge of manslaughter in the UK, against unknown persons, according to Italian media. The prosecutor's office are also believed to be reviewing the actions and decisions taken by the Bayesian's captain James Cutfield, 51, and Matthew Griffith, 22, who was understood to be the first officer. The captain was already quizzed by prosecutors for more than 2 hours earlier this week, and the rest of the team were also questioned by investigators. Investigators are also understood to be analysing the boat's automatic identification system, which is similar to a black box, to find out exactly what happened as it sunk. Yesterday, Giovanni Constantino, CEO of Italian Sea Group, which owns Bayesian maker Perini Navi shipyard, said logs from the automatic identification system suggest it began to sink at 3:54 a.m. and was fully underwater by 4:10 a.m. The Italian Sea Group CEO insisted the boat should be unsinkable. He said modern sailing ships are designed to be extremely safe and stable even in critical conditions like storms if procedures are followed correctly. Mr. Constantino said the Bayesian took on hundreds of thousands of litres of water, which he attributes to mistakes made by the crew. They should have been aware of the adverse weather conditions and that the hull and deck should have been sealed by closing all of the doors and hatches. He also slammed the crew for allowing guests to go back to their cabins, instead saying they should have been in the ship's designated emergency assembly area. Questions have also been raised about why the keel, a fin-like backbone underneath the boat which helps to keep it balanced, was raised on the Bayesian. Usually only lifted as a vessel steers into the harbour, the keel can stop a boat from capsizing during storms when down. The prosecutor's office will begin an update on the investigation tomorrow morning. The family of billionaire businessman Mike Lynch, who perished in the doomed Bayesian super-yacht, said they were devastated and in shock today after the body of his teenage daughter Hannah was also pulled from the wreckage in Sicily. Hannah, 18, who received her A-level results last week and was awarded a place to study English at the University of Oxford, was the last to be found in the sunken vessel in Porticello off the coast of Palermo, Sicily. Her body was discovered around midday local time. Less than an hour later, specialist divers were seen recovering it into a green body bag and taking it onto a fire service boat to the harbour. Rescue workers carried it from the quayside into a white tent next to a waiting ambulance ready to be taken to the morgue. A spokesperson for the Lynch family said they were devastated and in shock today and being comforted and supported by their family and friends. They added, "Their thoughts are with everyone affected by the tragedy. They would like to sincerely thank the Italian Coast Guard, emergency services and all those who helped the rescue." Hannah, who is the youngest of the tech tycoon's 2 daughters, was described by friend Gracie Lee as sincere, dedicated, fiercely intelligent and genuinely kind. Her former classmate at Latimer Upper School added, "I'll always remember her smiling." John Metropolis Monk, head of English at the top London private school, said he had never before taught someone who combined sky-high intellectual ability with warmth and enthusiasm. He revealed that Hannah scored 100% in her English literature GCSE exam. He added, "She achieved everything she did with extraordinary levels of grace and fortitude that few others can say they possess." Family friend Patrick Jacobs said the 18-year-old was one of the brightest stars whose future held so much promise and described her loss as unbearable. The discovery of Hannah's body brings a death toll from the tragedy to 7 people. The vessel's chef, Ricardo Thomas, was found dead in the water soon after the vessel capsized on Monday. 4 people were recovered from the wreck on Wednesday, while another body was brought to shore by specialist divers on Thursday. They were identified as Mike Lynch, 59, Morgan Stanley International Chairman Jonathan Bloomer and his wife Judy, and Clifford Chance lawyer Christopher Morvillo and his wife Nada. Sushravan Hossain, former chief finance officer at Lynch's company Autonomy, paid tribute to his dear friends lost in the tragedy, as well as the company's former finance executive Stephen Chamberlain, who died after being hit by a car in Stretton, Cambridgeshire last week. He said, "No words can express our sorrow. It is truly impossible to fathom how they can all be gone in such a short period. It's tragic beyond words." The desperate search for the missing passengers was hampered by debris and furniture blocking divers' routes. Italian Coast Guard spokesperson Vincenzo Zagarola likened it to searching an 18-storey building full of water. Post-mortem examinations are expected to be carried out on the victims over the coming days.